If you're on a cut, do not watch this video, all right? We're gonna start off by getting some Angus steak. Got this from Walmart. We're gonna cut off the excess fat off the sides. We don't need that. We'll save some of it for later. You'll see what we use it for. Then we're gonna go ahead and cut the steak in half. We're gonna try to thin the slices with this meat because what we're doing with it, what we're doing with it, we don't need it to be that thick. We actually prefer it to be smaller pieces. So cutting it in half made it way easier to do that. We're gonna cut it in half and then cut it in strips. Eventually you're gonna cut those strips in half so you get half the halves, and then we're just gonna make it as small as possible. We did the same thing with this piece of meat. We cut off the excess fat, and then we went ahead and cut it in half as well. Then we're gonna go ahead and add it to a bowl and set it to the side. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and prepare our ginger. You're gonna wanna skin the ginger. You don't want no skin on it. I mean, if there's a little bit, so be it, but try to take as much off as possible because that's not part of what we're trying to eat. After we cut up the ginger, we're gonna mince it up. Try to get as small as possible again. Then we're gonna get one large carrot. We're gonna cut off both ends. Then we're gonna cut it in threes. Make sure you wash your carrots before you use it, all right? No matter if you got it from the store, you gotta wash it yourself. Same with the chicken, like I said. Don't matter if it came from the store, you gotta wash it yourself. But yeah, we're gonna cut the carrot and then we're gonna shred that up. Then we're gonna get to the lettuce. We were gonna use cabbage, but we were out of cabbage. I thought I had it and I checked and it was bad. So yeah, we have lettuce and it'll have to do. Now we're gonna come back to the meat. We got some teriyaki sauce. We're gonna add it to the meat to marinate, and then we're gonna add some brown sugar to it as well. Then we're gonna cut up some green onions. We're gonna add the green onions to the meat, and we're gonna put some black pepper on there. It might look like there's a lot of black pepper on there, but trust me, it's not. It was just enough. While you're preparing your steak and whatnot, you wanna make sure you have your water on to boil these noodles, these rice noodles. I got these from Walmart. They're like $4. I only needed half the pack. We're gonna use some of the fat we cut off from the beef earlier to oil up the pan. Then you wanna go ahead and add the meat. As you can see, the juices building up from the meat. We like that. It means it's gonna taste good. The noodles are done now, so we're gonna go ahead and strain it. Then we're gonna put it in the little strainer thing. And after we put in the strainer thing, you wanna run it over some cold water. We're gonna add our minced ginger to the meat. Put a little bit more of the green onion. And then we're gonna add our noodles. Then we're gonna add some stir-fry sauce. And then we're gonna put some of the shredded carrots from earlier in there as well. Now, honestly, the noodles alone was good enough. We could have really just ate it like that, but I want it to be a little different. So we're gonna put them in little egg roll wraps. Now, this is my first time making egg rolls. As you can see, I really suck at this. Like, I had no idea. This is the first time I had to look up what to do in the whole video. I'm all for just raw dogging everything, you know, just doing it your own way. You don't gotta look up no recipe, just do it from memory. But yeah, I had to look up a YouTube video for that. And it wasn't even like it was hard. I just had no idea what I was doing. But as you can see, I get the hang of it a little bit. By like the 8th one, I was good. Like, I had it. With all the noodles and everything, we were able to make 18 wraps or rolls.
Like this? I don't know if this gonna work. Flip it, you gonna flip it. There we go. Perfection.
That sizzling sound, that sounded good. No, yeah, I guess you figured by now it's the last step. All you gotta do is just add it to the oil, let them cook. I think I left them in there for like 4 minutes and just making sure that not one side was too dark. Just try to do your best to make sure they evenly fry. You're not gonna get it perfect. Got some sweet and sour. Y'all can come in. Come in.
You like Santa Claus.
This is what we got. Everyone grab one. Grab one. Go ahead and grab mine. Alright, y'all go first. It's fresh. Just straight out. You don't want to do sauce first, huh? Without the sauce first?
I'm down with whatever it is. We end up being the same anyway.
That crunch.
This one guy said, on TV, you see that white boy. Did you hear? Yeah.
Not gonna lie, this took me like an hour or 2 to make, but it was definitely worth it because I had to prep and whatnot. But yeah.
I rated it a 9 out of 10 for sure.
9 out of 10, what you say, Dad?
9 out of 10.
Who goes on?
He was too locked in to answer. Hope y'all enjoy.